The earliest signs of astronomy are in Scotland and England, with Stonehenge, dating back to 2000 BC. Though others have been discovered, Stonehenge is a definite proof of our interest in the stars. Other sites around the world show that man kept his eyes on the stars. They knew that when Sirius was setting, it was time to plant, and it was a real way astronomy impacted everyone's lives. Later in ancient Greece, our attention was directed to the stars again by Homer's Odyssey and Iliad, making the characters that they saw in the sky part of their culture. Also in ancient Greece, Pythagoras theorized that the Earth was the center of the solar system. He also came up with his own mathematical theorem. Thanks. Also during this time, Thales put an emphasis on questioning why, and he also predicted a solar eclipse. Again during this time, Aristotle emphasized that the Earth was again the center of the solar system. This was believed to be a confirmed theory. Eratosthenes also made an interesting discovery, calculating the Earth's circumference. At the beginning of the new millennium, Mayans built observatories to observe both the day and the night, around 300 to 900 AD. Shortly after, Europe fell into a dark ages of fear and repression, and scientific growth was basically non-existent. Thankfully, the Dark Ages ended and a renaissance began. 13 to 1600 AD, there was a huge expansion in music, religion, and scientific knowledge. It was during this Renaissance period that Copernicus theorized a heliocentric universe. His theory would in fact be correct. In the same era, Lipari invented the telescope. Thanks, bro. It was with this telescope that, along with many others, Galileo Galilei observed the rings of Saturn. In 1619, Kepler developed his law of planetary motion. It would forever change the way we thought about planets moving through space. And in the late 17th century, Newton founded his laws of motion, which included gravity. That's a big one. But in 1957, the first satellite orbit, Sputnik, would start the fires to the space race. And Russia was leading the way with the first manned Earth orbit, Yuri Gagarin, who broke through Earth's atmosphere on April 12, 1961. But America came through with the gold, with the first manned moon landing, July 20th, 1969. And later in the 1980s, Space Shuttle Columbia launched. It was the first shuttle that we could reuse sending into orbit. With the launch of the Hubble telescope, we view our universe differently than ever before. We see the billions and billions of galaxies just like ours around us. And in 2008, the crowning achievement to all space exploration, the International Space Station. We really don't know what's next for astronomy, but hey, that's part of the fun.